Welcome back, Gun Lifestyles family. What the hell is everybody doing this morning? This is Daniel with Popeye's Pew Pews, round two of the live-a-thon today, the subathon. You guys drop your handles, sub to one another, build up your channels, guys. It's all on you today. It's all on you. Self promote your channels. The sign of the times, folks. Things going crazy everywhere. You got people riding in the streets just showing their asses right now. Now's the time to get you one of these budget firearms, train, become proficient, learn about situational awareness, try not to be in big groups, try to be always attentive of how people are acting. Now's the time, folks. Let's get into it today. Come on in, double tap them screens, sub to the channel, check out the content. Most of all, drop some comments, guys. Let's go. We got some budget firearms up today. I know some of y'all is going to be triggered by the cheap guns. You're going to worry about the cost of the gun instead of what the gun actually does, which is protect you in situations. It's a whole lot better to have a budget one when you need one than not have one at all. If you're still saving up for that $3,000 piece, it's kind of hard to tell the bad guy, hey man, you got to come back when I can afford to pay for it. No, get you a budget firearm, train with it, learn to be proficient, learn to be safe and respectful of all people. This should be the last thing you turn to, but if you have to turn to it, make sure you know how to use it. That's Papa's word for the day. Y'all come on in and double tap them screens. Jump on in the chat this morning. Let's go. Welcome into the chat. I do appreciate you coming in and visiting with Papa. Pull up a chair, your favorite beverage. Mine happens to be now the green Red Bull. Y'all come on in. Double tap them screens. Check out the content, guys. Help us defeat that YouTube algorithm. Drop some comments. We're talking about the signs of the times, guys, the things that are going on. The whole world seems to be going crazy. Now more than ever, a budget firearm can be your best friend. You don't want to say, oh, well, I'm still paying on that $3,000 thing. Mr. Bad Guy, you got to come back when I can make my payments. No, no, no. You want something budget that you can train with and be proficient and have for the now. Y'all come on in, come on in. I know it's early. And for some of y'all just getting ready to go to bed. I understand. But y'all come on in and spend a few minutes with Papa. We got the 357, the 380, the 9mm, the Citadel Boss 12 gauge AR. We flip over here. We got the Savage Axis 270, the Henry 22 lever action custom Cerakote and custom woodwork, and then the old ugly Mossberg Maverick 88. She's fixing to head off the Cerakote, get a little facelift for you guys, so she'll be pretty. And then we come back down and we got the Citadel Boss 12 gauge. We got the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus. We got the old Taurus TCP 380 and the Taurus 357 Magnum. Yeah, they budget firearms, but you know what? When you train with them and you become proficient, they get the job done. Much better than saying, Mr. Bad Guy, come back when I finish paying my $3,000 gun off layaway. No, get something, train with it, be proficient, then step up. Then start to move up. With the way things are going nowadays, always be aware of your situations, know what's going on in the crowds around you. If you got agitators, if you got groups starting to act stupid, get out of that situation. Try not to put yourself in large public gatherings. Try not to make yourself an easy target, guys. That's the word for the day from Papa. Y'all come on with it. Drop some comments. Double tap them screens. Go check out the content. Sub to the channel. And if you have a channel, drop it in the comments. Let's go. Build your own channel up, guys. Self-promotion. That's what today is all about. Y'all come on in. And the folks over in California, man, let's get a conversation going on about y'all's laws and how y'all feel about the 10-round capacities and the different things and having certain guns that are on list and certain guns that aren't. Let's talk about it. And I want to welcome everybody who's hopping in and everybody who's going to hop into the chat this morning. I appreciate everybody who participates and helps make this channel what it is. We don't ask for money. We don't throw cash apps on the screen. We just ask for y'all to double tap them screens and drop a couple comments. Make sure that thumbs up button's lit up and subscribe to the channel. It'll start sending out notices in a few minutes and more people will hop in. We're just going to let it do what it does this morning. And I do welcome everybody who's just joining. If you like Pro 2A content, if you like budget firearms, by all means, hop on, drop some comments, sub to the channel. Double tap them screens, make sure that thumbs up button's lit up. We're talking about situational awareness this morning. We're talking about knowing the crowds that you're in, knowing the temperature of the room, so to speak, knowing if you got agitators starting to cause problems, or when you're driving in traffic, not boxing yourself in, being able to escape quickly, backing your car in rather than pulling your car in, knowing where to park, safety, all around safety. Yeah, guns are nice, but knowing your surroundings helps out a lot more a lot of times. Just not getting yourself into them crazy situations. As a survivor of 3 different self-defense situations, I can tell you the people who's around 90% of the time is going to be the problem. Small crowds turn into large crowds, and before you know it, fists are thrown and then bullets fly. That's what we're talking about. Thank you for that like this morning. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all getting engaged in the conversation. If y'all will, drop some comments. Let's get this algorithm going. How do we do that? By dropping comments, by keeping the chat flowing. So, guys, talking budget firearms, man, it's a whole lot easier to get something cheap, train with it, be proficient, be safe, than tell the bad guy, come back when I get my $3,000 gun off layaway. Always be ready, folks. Always be ready. On screen, we got the Taurus 357 Protector Poly. We've got the pink Taurus TCP. We got the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm, the Citadel Boss 12 gauge. Jump over, we got the Savage Axis 270. We got the custom Henry 22 lever action rifle. And we got old ugly the Maverick 88 12 gauge. That's what we rocking this morning. And on body, I've got the 1911 45 ACP. Come on, guys, drop them comments. Let's go. Let me see if I got my chat filter set up, because I should have chat going by now. Now let's see if we can drop some comments. YouTube playing with me this morning, playing with my comment section, playing with my algorithm. But it's all good. Today's a wonderful day. It's Saturday. We finally made it to the weekend, folks. What y'all got going on this weekend? What y'all cooking? Papa hungry. Y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. Let's double tap them screens. Let's get them likes up. Go check out the content, sub to the channel. We on a marathon today. We're going to be doing lives all day. We're going to be doing subathons. If you don't have 50 subs yet and can't go live, drop your handle down in the comment section. Let people sub to you. Let's get them numbers up. Let's get y'all on your own YouTube channel. Get you doing your own lives. And we don't just talk about firearms here, guys. We talk about everything from your health to your mental wellness to gaming to just overall your day-to-day, bro. We just a group of guys that hang out, chill, have conversations, try to have a dialect that's civil. We all agree to disagree. That's the kind of page that we run. I just ask that you respect one another, treat one another correctly, and enjoy the chat. But we're talking budget firearms, guys. Once again, I say this a lot. A lot better to get something cheap, learn to be proficient with it, safe with it, respect it, than to tell the bad guy to come back when you can get your $3,000 gun off layaway. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Knowing your situations, knowing the crowds that you're involved in, knowing what's going on. Paying attention to everything that's around you. We get glued to these phones sometimes and we get distracted and we end up in some hell of a situation. So on screen today is the Taurus 605 Poly Protector, the Taurus TCP, the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm, Citadel Boss 12 gauge. We also, when I pan the camera here in a minute, we have the Maverick 88, the Henry 22 lever action, and the Savage Axis 270. And as y'all come in and start to drop comments, we'll get into these. So we got a little bit of everything. We're covering every spectrum. Hop on in the comment section, guys. Let's get the algorithm rolling by getting some comments flowing. Hola, ¿cómo está? If you're Indian, namaste. Come on in. Let's chat. 10 people in the chat. Thank you all for joining, guys. We're talking about the sign of the times, how crazy this world has gotten. Whether it be the riots, whether it be nobody can get along, whether it be all the violence that's going on around us, guys. Now more than ever, we must be aware of our surroundings. We must be aware of our situations that we get ourselves in. Knowing what's going on around you is 90% of the fight, guys. Double tap them screens. Let's drop some comments. Let's go this morning, guys. Let's get it going. Let's get a chat going. 12 folks, I appreciate you all, man. Y'all make my day when you come in, hang out for a few minutes, talk with Papa, tell me how your day's going, making sure you're eating, drinking plenty of water, getting your exercises in, taking your vitamins. Bro, we talk about everything from budget firearms to expensive firearms to how your day is going. So grab your favorite beverage. This happens to be mine this morning. Red Bull Green Edition. Come hang out with me and Jack the Bulldog. He'll make a cameo here in just a minute. But come hang out with us this morning. Drop some comments, sub to the channel. Most of all, double tap them screens and light that thumbs up button up. Got 11 people in here, nobody commenting, nobody double tapping them screens. Let's go, guys. We can do this. Drop some comments. My Bulldog's upset with me. 17 folks, here we go. What's up? The collection look like. Let's see. Yeah, the Marlboro. Yeah, I threw them up on the screen. Okay, starting first, we have the Taurus 605 Poly Protector 357 Magnum. We have the pink Taurus TCP 380 for a pocket pistol. We have the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. We have the Citadel Boss 12 gauge AR platform. We have old ugly Maverick 88 fixing to head to Cerakote, get a facelift. We have the custom Henry 22 lever action. We have the Savage Axis 270. And on body today, we're carrying, if you watched my last live, we're carrying the 1911 45 ACP Government. That's what we rocking with this morning. What you guys got? What's y'all's everyday carry? I'm talking about budget firearms today for a reason. Jeff Bozo, what is up, my brother? Just chilling for me today, guys. Just talking about the signs of the times and the things that's going on, and now how it's more important than ever than knowing your surroundings and knowing what's going on and knowing how to get out of these situations. Don't get trapped in the situations where there's large crowds showing out, acting a fool. Keep yourself safe. Everyday carries a Glock 45. Yes, sir. I handled one yesterday. Springfield Kuna backpack PCC. Yes, sir. I have the Smith& and Wesson FPC um, bag gun, the foldable carbine and 9 millimeter. Gotta keep something, guys, and be proficient. Like I was telling them earlier, I'd much rather have a budget firearm and train with it, be proficient, be safe, than to tell the bad guy to come back after I get my $3,000 gun off layaway. Glock 32, yes, sir. Jeff said he coming with the Glock 32. Yeah, the world is getting crazy not to carry, but also though it's much more than just carrying. And I tell people this all the time: it's knowing your surroundings. Even something as little as when you go in traffic, not pulling right up on the bumper of the car in front of you so you can't be blocked in. Leave yourself space to get out and move. Leave yourself space to be able to see what's going on around you. Try not to park side by side, window to window. Look at the Tupac situation, look at the Biggie situation, look at the things how it went down. They allowed themselves to be boxed in, they allowed themselves to be distracted, and then it just happens all too often. When I pull into a parking lot, I back in, I don't pull in. Just knowing what's going on around me, and then also feeling the temperature of the room. If you're in a big crowd and you got people you see agitating and trying to start stuff, get the hell out of there. Don't stay somewhere where you're safe. Yeah, when people out here celebrating deaths, and that's a whole nother thing. It's kind of like you can't have a conversation anymore without somebody trying to take you off this planet. And we need to have a dialect. There needs to be a difference of opinions. We are individuals. We each have our own opinions, our own mindset. There's nothing said that you have to agree with me. We can agree to disagree and walk the hell away. But nowadays, if you disagree, they want to put something in you. I mean, that's just how it is. You're evil if you don't think like they do, if you don't act like they do. And this comes from all sides, left and right, so ain't nobody innocent in this. Everybody has had the temperature turned way up. Everybody's got that nana nana boo boo attitude, and that needs to chill for a little while. We need to get back to being able to say, hey, you know what, you got a point. Let's talk about that. Hey, you got a point. Let's talk about that. Let's take all the ideas, which was originally America. It was a melting pot of ideas that brought us together, and let's make great things out of it. Just a little bit out of Papa this morning, mainly just want you guys to be safe. Make sure y'all eating right, exercising, doing little things, man. Trying to stay healthy because that comes into play in a situation also. If you're not able to run up a flight of stairs or run to cover, it makes you a target. Or people see that you're walking with a cane. They think they can run up on you and take what they want. What is up, New York Gunner, my friend? Got a 7 day a week grind going on right now. Yes, sir. I understand that, New York. I actually had to go do some work yesterday. I was on the skid steer and the chainsaw, cutting down some trees on the farm, helping a buddy out. And I'm feeling it this morning. Good God, am I feeling it? I feel like I've been hit by a truck and they backed up and ran me over again. Yeah, next days suck. Especially when you got to work on a Sunday and a Saturday. That always sucks. But you know what? You're getting that paper, you're paying your bills, and it feels good at the end of the end of a hard work week to know you at least got them bills paid. When you ain't got to worry about the electric, when you ain't got to worry about the food, when you ain't got to worry about the people coming to get the car, that's a good feeling. Gotta love those sevens, yes sir. 7 days a week. When I had the stores, it was 7 days a week, 17 hours a day. I worked more than the Indians did. They would always make comments that I worked like they did. Yeah, Sunday double time paychecks. Hey, them are always good, Jeff. I used to love them double time paychecks. But then the IRS loves them double time paychecks too. They take half of your double time. Bastards. I work more so I can get the government more money. Ooh. Hey, but I do, man. I appreciate all you guys. Gunner, man, welcome back, brother, from the Philippines. How the hell's it going this morning? Yeah, I always loved that you had what you thought was going to be a fat ass paycheck, and then all of a sudden you start looking down that little list of what is FICA and Social Security and all this shit. Like, whoa, all my money got gone. Sundays are your gun comes part payday. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, what question you got, James? I appreciate it. These are the budget firearms. I got some more stuff coming on today. Uh, them SIGs, they're all right. I mean, they're all of them's bad for you, but that's the last habit I have. And if I could ever break it, bro, I would. But they're decent. They're in between a Marlboro and a Marlboro Light. Rack, what is up? Sorry, Rack, I got the 1911 on body to gun SIGs, yes sir. Pretty much. Actually, I set them down when I was staging the live and kind of forgot to remove them out the screen, and now I don't want to touch it because YouTube would take my live down. I did not mean to have the cigarettes in the screen. Just come from the barbershop. You get that fade? Gutter man, you rocking the highball fade or you rocking the mullet? Gold flake, ice burst. I ain't never heard of them, Rack. Rack said, I got so much money I'm smoking the gold flake. Yeah, it's a bad habit, bro. It's something I wish I never would have got into. And if that's anything I could tell somebody out there, don't pick them up. Don't pick them up. My cigarette habit alone. I did the math last week. My cigarette and Red Bull habit alone is a payroll, a yearly payroll. You figure I smoke 3 packs or go through 3 packs of cigarettes a day, and I usually smoke the 72s, which is $10 a pack. So that's $30 a day in cigarettes, $30 a day in Red Bull. That's $60 a day just in cigarettes and Red Bull. Times 7 days a week, times 365 days. Do the math on that and tell me how much I'm spending. Some people don't even make that on a payroll. Yeah, if you don't start it, you don't have to quit it. But once you start it and you've done it for 20 years, oh my God. You just had a concert in the barbershop. 16 vapes every. Holy shit, $16 vapes. Yeah, they're expensive too. And from what I've seen, the vapes seem to be more addictive than the regular cigarettes. Smoked for 30 years. That's about me. That's about what I've smoked. And I started for the dumbest of reasons. I was always stuck in a car with somebody smoking. I hated the smell. And one day I said, give me one of them damn things and maybe it won't bother me so much. And I ain't quit since. See, that's cheap, right? The average pack of cigarettes here, like for the 72s, are $10 to $12 a pack. 15 a pack. Yep. 10K a year. Yes, sir. And then you add the same amount to Red Bulls, another 10K. So that's over 20K a year. Man, I could buy a house for what I waste on vices. And you take that 20K a year times 20 years, you could have bought a house, you could have bought a car, you could have bought all kind of other stuff. And it's all on vices. It's bad for you. Elvis Presley, so I sang Can't Help. And they all shout, ah, ha, 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 ha. The Elvis fans. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Old music, bruh. Back when music was music. Alright, 605 Protector Poly 357 Magnum. Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9 milli. Pink Taurus TCP 380. Citadel Boss 12 gauge. Old Ugly Maverick 88 12 gauge pump. The custom Cerakote Henry 22 lever action. And the Savage Access 270. Damn, I forgot where I was for a minute. 14 quiver. Well, see, that was the thing, man. When I had my heart attack, I spent a week in the hospital, never craved a cigarette. They kept asking me if I wanted patches, this, that, and the other. I said, no, I don't want no patches. I left that hospital the day they let me out. There was a pack of cigarettes in the center console. Didn't want them. By the time I hit the second traffic light, but by the time I knew it, I had one lit in my mouth, and then it was on from there. What is up, May DuPont? I don't know what you're saying, but thank you for making the comment. 19 folks in the chat. Hey, man, once again, I'm going to pause for a minute. I'm always appreciative of everybody who comes in, who makes this channel what it is, that hangs out with me for a little while. Yeah, I don't chew tobacco. I never could get the taste for that, man. But y'all, if y'all will, double tap them screens, like that thumbs up button, sub to the channel. Hang out with me and Jack. He'll make a cameo. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and let him make his cameo real quick. Jackie Boo. There's Jack right there. He's just hanging out, chilling. That's Jack the Bulldog. Jack Sparrow. Watch him. Watch him. Watch him. Tell him hey. Tell him hey. It is cameo. Then you got the Maverick 88. Get out my face. I can't see the screen, son. The Savage Access 270, the Henry Lever 22, Old Ugly Maverick 88, Citadel Boss 12 gauge, Pink Taurus TCP, Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9 milli, and the Taurus 357 Magnum 605 Protector Poly. Yep, I love my dogs, man. I love my dogs. He's a little mad right now because they didn't have the kind of dog food he liked, so he's on strike right now. I got to go to town and pick up the kind of food he likes. No. That's not even that's part of the collection. I've got some stuff I'm gonna throw up today. I've got some different ARs. I've got Tika 308 with a can. I've got some 44 mags. I've got a little bit of everything. I got a lot of it over in my content side. Ruger 5.7s, Ruger P95, Ruger P90, Ruger P85, Ruger P89, Ruger Super Blackhawk, Ruger 1022, the Ruger 2245. Jesus Christ, I can't name them all. I got, oh yeah, the Colt Navy. Gunnerman seen the video on the Colt Navy. I got a 1863 Colt Navy converted to 45 Long Colt. Single barrels, double barrels, rabbit ears, striker fired, hammer fired. I've got just about anything you could think of, other than a damn AK and an SK, and I want one, but I just can't seem to find them at a price I want to pay for them. Yeah, suppressor. Yeah. Yep, rack. Sitting on a 308. I'll put that up later today when I dig them all out the safe. Yeah, I like my Colt Navy, man. It's a little 6-shot. Got the big long 7-inch barrel. But when I'm out in the woods, if I'm deer hunting or something, I have that Colt Navy on me because it's got enough stopping power. If a hog comes or whatever, I can deal with it. We don't deal with bear here, so mainly our biggest threats hogs and snakes. What is up, Simba? Welcome back, my brother. Actually, no, I didn't pay that much for it, Gunner Man. I got a really good deal on it. I actually traded a couple of firearms for it. Tired as fuck, need to go to bed. You still up? Damn, bruh. Yeah, I've been up since I slept in this morning, being it was Saturday. I actually made it till 4 a.m. before I woke up. Usually 2:30 every morning I'm up. I made it to 4 a.m. for once in about 17 years. I slept in to 4 a.m. So I'm still learning how to be retired. It's took a lot for me to get out of the lifestyle that I lived in, the 17-hour days and the waking up and only being home long enough to sleep, take a bath, and eat. Now learning to stay home more has been a real challenge. Learning how to be retired is a challenge. When you spend your whole life working and all of a sudden you're not, it's a challenge. It's kind of like you look around and find shit to do. Oh no, it's good to go, bro. Promise you that one. She's exactly how she's always sitting, even when she's on screen. Hammers back, safety zone, and she's in a holster. I'm giving a honey badger for my birthday. You might want to wait on that honey badger until you see the other ones I'm fixing to put up. Yep, you hear another cigarette. Well, actually, no, Rack, to be perfectly honest, you hear the same cigarette. Um, I just relit it. See, that's why I said I go through 3 packs. I don't necessarily smoke 3 packs. I'll take a couple drags, set it down, let it burn out, or if it goes out, generally I won't relight it. But I'm trying to slow down on the pack, so I actually relit one. You just want that 300. I hear you. But see, I've got more than one, Simba. I got the 300 that'll be on the screen today that's got the purple mag. Um, I'll have it on later today. The Boo Boo doll. No, I do not have any 2011s. All I have is 1911s. I do want to get a staccato. I'm just waiting to be able to get one of them. Just got off an overnight shift. Damn, Clipsters. 9 milli, yes sir. Right there is the Shield Plus 9 milli. That's the Taurus TCP 380. That's the Taurus Poly Protector 357 Magnum. That is the 12 gauge Citadel Boss AR. That's old ugly Maverick 88 going to King of Camo to have a facelift done. That is the one that just got back. That is the Henry 22 lever action custom Cerakote, and that's the Savage Axis 270. And that's just what I've got on screen. On body, I got the 1911 Government 45 ACP. My last live, boredom, if you want to go look, the 1911 was on the last live. It's got the St. Jude grips. Um, Kind of cool, the patron saint of lost causes. Yeah, yes, I agree with that guy. I agree with that 100%. I wish when I got this protector poly, I would have got the metal frame instead of the poly. Um, Only difference, one's metal, one's polymer. They're the same firearm. I just wish I'd have got the metal. But we were talking about budget firearms and how it's important to get something, train with it, be proficient, be safe, instead of telling the bad guy, wait till I get my $3,000 gun off layaway and then come back. Always have something, man. Get what you can afford. Learn to use it, and learn more than anything how not to use it. We focus a lot. Yeah, I love 45. Boredom, I'm split right down the middle on that because I also have this shield in 45, and I'll shoot the shield in 45 for about 30 minutes when I go to range, and then I jump over to the 9. 9 naturally because ammo's cheaper, and there's so much more ammo options out there. But I'm still a 45 person. But we teach so much on training how to use a gun. I don't feel we teach enough how not to use one. As somebody who's been through 3 self defenses in my life, to me, learning how not to use a firearm is just as important as how to use a firearm. Yeah, Zimba want that honey badger. It does. It does. I ain't gonna lie about that guy. It does look like the poor. Looks like the HK. And now they're making them look more like the Glocks. I mean, but I don't find nothing wrong with the Tauruses, man. I've had no problems. I started with the Millennium PT 111 Pro. Never had a problem with my PT 111. Still got it to this day. Only problem I had with it was the fiber optic sight in the front. I had to remelt it because after shooting 2,000 rounds, it got loose. So I melted the ends, tightened it up, good to go. Yes, learning how to de-escalate a situation works. Now, keep in mind, de-escalation only works in a situation where de-escalation can be had. If you're dealing with a mass situation, all rules are out the window. But I tell people all the time, talk it out, walk it out, run it out, fight it out. When all them options are over, then you grab one of these tools. Now, in a mass situation, all that's out the window. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the different situations you find yourself in. Down to watching a crowd, paying attention to their attitude. If they start getting rowdy, just leave. If a bunch of people start showing up and you see you got agitators, just leave when you can. Leave. There's nothing wrong with walking away. Started with a minigun. Speaking of minis, that's something else I want. A mini 14. Xavier, what's up? Oh, me too, bro. I am a Smith fan through and through. I've got the Smith 45. I've got the Smith Shield Plus. Just bought the Smith Shield X. I've got the Smith & Wesson FPC. And then when you're dealing with the Rugers, I've got a shit ton of Rugers. Yeah, I don't think I like this. I, and most of it's personal, man. I've carried the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus so long. I feel by carrying this Shield X, I'm gonna be cheating. You know what I'm saying? It feels like I'm cheating on a spouse. I just it's got more of a recurve, kind of like the Sigs, and it's got a longer grip naturally because of the 15 round magazine that it comes factory with. But I just don't know how I feel about it yet. But them's got to wait a few more days before I pick them up because I had a small problem and I should have known about it, but I wasn't thinking about it paperwork wise. I have a concealed carry license, and I moved a year ago into the home I just bought. But I forgot to transfer my license and my driver's license to the new address, so I want to get that corrected before I go pick up the firearms. Being that I'm buying more than two in one day, they've got to report to the local sheriff. Well, I live in a different county now, so yeah, I want to make sure all my shit's straight. Actually, I don't, Simba. My wife loves it. I hate it. I like longer rifles. I don't like ARP short rifles. I just don't. Yeah. I can't, guy. I try to do everything correct. The only thing I'm worried about being that they got to report it, even though nobody ever shows up. It be my luck. This would be the one time the Glenn County Sheriff would show up at my old address and see that house is abandoned, and then it would look like I committed some kind of fraud. So it don't take but a few days to swap it over. So and they're paid for. They're sitting there. They're not going nowhere. So they're good to go. And hell, they might resell them for more money, and I might make a profit. You cannot wait to check your mail in a few weeks. Uh oh, Simba's got something coming. How are you, Liam? How are you doing? And I do, guys. I appreciate every one of you guys, man. We're rocking on almost 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes now. 19 people in the chat. Double tap them screen. Sub to the channel. But mostly, go check out Simba. Go check out the brothers that are commenting. Sub to their channels, man. They got a lot of great content. They take a lot of time with their editing and they, just for y'all's viewing pleasure, man. So go check them out. Sub to their channels. Rock with them for a little while. And like I said, this is much more than just a gun channel, man. We talk about all kind of stuff. Yeah, Honey Patcher and 300 Blackout. What is up, Mr. Con Official? How are you, sir? Pink Walkers with the sprinkles. Yeah, my wife took a damn Glock 43X and had it Cerakoted with Hello Kitty on that bastard. And so it's pink with Hello Kitty all over it. And that's what she rocks with. Shamir, I am doing great, sir. I am doing great. You might say I'm Tika. I'm good. Wonderful day, bro. Saturday. The wife's out of school. Yeah, clock out, bro. Yeah, the wife's out of school. The grandbabies are home. We don't have to be anywhere. I'm gonna go out there in a little while, cut a little bit of grass. The first pistol you see is the Taurus 605 Protector Poly 357 Magnum. The pink one is the Taurus TCP 380. That is the Smith & Wesson Shield Plus 9mm. That is the Turkish-made Citadel Boss AR style 12 gauge. That is the Mossberg Maverick 88. That is the Henry 22 lever action with the custom Cerakote and woodwork. And that rifle is the Savage Axis 270. And that's just what I got out for the time being. I'll be doing a few lives throughout the day. If you guys want to go sub to the channel and turn your bells on all. Yeah, all the Turkish are the same design. Yeah, and they all take. Oh, I'm very fond, Shamir. I love classics. I love the new guns. I'm fond on firearms, period, but also safety, how to use them and how to not use them, how to be able to de-escalate. Mine's more on the education and showing firearms off to people and just talking about them. I also have another one, but I can't show it because it's on body carry, but I'm carrying a 1911 full-size government 45 ACP with custom St. Jude grips, the patron saint of lost causes. And it's rocking the Hornady Critical Defense hollow points, red tips. But it was on my last live. You can go check it out, watch it, and see it. It's on my content. Yeah, that shield is my everyday, man. That shield goes so many freaking places with me and has been so many places. 19. Shamir, I say 19. Me, the Glocks are a little thick. I have a damaged left hand due to a gunshot wound. So the grips are a little thick for me to carry Glocks. I do have a Glock 21. I have a Glock 43 and a 43X. But I like carrying the shield. I'm a Smith & Wesson person. Oh, I want to have a conversation. You said, bro, what do you want to do? Have a conversation. We talk about firearms. We talk about your health. We talk about your mental health. We talk about all kind of stuff here, bro. Make sure you're eating right, taking your vitamins, exercising. Yes, if you're asking, is it easy to get a license to conceal carry? Yes, here in Georgia it is. Is it easy to conceal carry? Sometimes it can get uncomfortable when you're like I do. I carry 24 hours a day. But I've got pocket pistols. I've got inside the waistband holsters, outside the waistband holsters. It's according to what you're carrying. This 1911 gets uncomfortable after a while. That's why mostly I'll use something like, if I'm at home, I'll use like that, a little Diamondback or either the Taurus TCP 380. I'll carry two 380s, one in each pocket. That's comfortable. That Smith & Wesson Shield I carry so much that I don't even know I've got it on. Or I'll carry that in a sticky holster in the appendix position. Um, and I've always got a rifle or a shotgun sticking around here somewhere. Um, and then there's more in the safe back there. That's the little pink Cricket 22s. There's firearms and safes all around my house. Confidence Reloaded, what is up? She is, hey man, y'all need to go check her content out. She's got some great content. Great content. I spent about 45 minutes watching your stuff the other day, just going through the shorts. I was very impressed. That didn't sound right, but you know what I meant. The shorts content. That's what I meant. Yeah, go get you some sleep, Liam. I mean, I appreciate you stopping him, but sleep's important, man. That's how your body regenerates. You must get sleep, and you must eat and exercise and take your vitamins. And the biggest thing I could tell you, don't take life so serious. Take time to smile, take time to laugh, take time to spend with the ones you love, because we're not promised tomorrow. None of us. And never leave a situation angry. Don't think you got a chance to apologize the next day, because that next day may not come. What is your duty pistol? And by jamming, is it not? Is it like going in half battery? Is it not going in at all? What do you call it? A jam, I guess. Yeah, don't take it for granted. Exactly. The more lessons that I learned in my 50 years on this planet is taking for granted that you got tomorrow, because you don't always have tomorrow. I buried a best friend 2 years ago, and actually had a conversation I was trying to have with him, and said I'll catch him tomorrow. 3 hours later, I got the phone call he was ejected from a vehicle and killed. All right, instructor, we'll see you. But yeah, y'all go check out Confidence Reloaded. That is one channel that y'all got to go check. She has some fire content. But yeah, I was trying to get in a couple lives and make up for YouTube's mistake. They lost 500 of my watch hours. So we trying to get that back real quick. So throughout the day, periodically, I'll be going live. And then when I get the other safe and get into it and break some of the stuff out, I'll show you guys what I'm rocking with in the other safe. So make sure you're grabbing your favorite beverage. I swapped over to the green. Vitalizes your body and mind. I think that's false advertisement. I don't feel vitalized. And I damn sure ain't got wings. No, I didn't, bro. But I'm screenshotting it right now so I can go look it up. I will do that as soon as this live hits. Yeah, I'm not. I just get sidetracked, bro. I'll start my day in one direction, and by the time the day ends, I'm 15 other places except for where I was supposed to be headed to start with. I call it bending corners. But I'm not gonna be a busy man today. I promise you. I'm a doom scroll. I'm a veg out on food. I'm a chill out with the grandkids, go outside, let them play, and enjoy watching them. Watching them do their little things in their little world. I'm gonna enjoy being Papa today. That's what I'm gonna enjoy doing. And then maybe if I get the time to have a conversation with the wife, we'll sit there and watch a show together or something. Who knows? Whatever falls on us today, we're gonna do it. Just rock out as a family. Let her sleep in this morning. The grandbabies are in the other room playing. Let her sleep in. She works so hard, gets up so early, and pushes it to the max every day teaching these kids. I felt she needed a day to sleep in. Maybe make her some breakfast in bed in a little while. You get off at 5, yeah. Yeah, we start our day, generally we start our day at 2:30 a.m. By 6 a.m. we've got everybody in town at the schools getting ready for the day. By 3:30, 4 o'clock, we're on our way home. We cook, we eat dinner, we go to bed. And that's our 5 day a week schedule. And normally the other 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, we still wake up generally 2:30 in the morning. Might get a nap in, but that's about it. Nope, I've never been in law enforcement, bro. Never been in military, never been in law enforcement. Medicals, a steering wheel through the chest as a teenager kept me out of the military and law enforcement. I couldn't pass the physical part of it. Nope, I'm just somebody who enjoys the Second Amendment. I enjoy firearms. I work on firearms on the side. It's a hobby, I guess is the way you would describe it. And I enjoy educating folks on firearms. Actually, Liam, I spent a couple of years on the other side of law enforcement. I was a criminal, and I changed my life around and became a productive member of society. And now I try to educate young people on the dangers of looking up to the wrong people, on how easy it is to be targeted and to be sucked into that lifestyle, and to realize all too late after you're serving most of your life in prison that you never should have went that road. State trooper. See, I always thought, man, state troopers have the best of all worlds. They travel throughout the whole state to the different posts, compared to like your locals who have to stay in a fixed little county or a region or a section. State trooper would be cool. But I imagine y'all see some stuff, man. Good God, y'all see some stuff. And the temperament you have to have. I mean, because everybody's a potential hazard, everybody's a potential threat. When I get pulled over, I roll down all four of my windows. I keep my hands on the steering wheel. First thing I hand is my license and my carry permit to let them know, hey, look, I took the time to have the background check. You got nothing to worry about with me. Here's all my stuff. No, you don't have to do that in Georgia, but I do. They're dicks. You prefer your local sheriff. Now my local sheriff's crazy, man, and we have to get on to him all the time. He's the sheriff, but he gets out there and he'll get in the high speed chases, and he's the one who performs the pit maneuvers and everything else. I'm like, you getting too old for all these damn car wrecks. Our sheriff's in his 60s, and he just lost his wife a year and a half ago. She passed away due to cancer, and he got even more reckless. And it's like, don't be in such a rush to go join her, But he's cool as can be. He'll help people out. He takes time. What I like are the officers who take time with the youth, because the youth are targeted so easy by the other side. So to have a sheriff or a deputy or just a regular LEO go and sit and talk with them and take time with them and show them that, hey, there's a better way. To me, that's something for me. But we have a lot of good ones here in this area. I got to say, we got a lot of good officers. Every now and then I'll get a rookie, and then I'll make a phone call or two, and they'll tell the rookie to tear up the ticket. But for the most part, they'll just catch me at a store, catch me at a restaurant, and tell me, hey, we saw you doing this, this, and this. Slow down. 9 folks, 57 minutes in, 14 likes. Guys, double tap them screens, sub to the channel. And I do appreciate all y'all who took time this morning in both lives to come in and comment, hang out with me for a little while. I will be back on live later on um, with a whole lot new firearms. I won't put these on. Oh, yeah, Sheriff Grady Judd. I love him. I think Sheriff Grady Judd for president. That's just how I feel. I love Sheriff Grady Judd. He's got some of the funniest shit on YouTube. His little coffee briefings always give me a good laugh. Especially when he goes on and puts on their gold chains. And when he took the biker's leather jacket, he kept sitting there hitting the leather jacket. Ooh, you know that biker group was pissed that he got that damn cut. He will definitely put you on blast. And to me, that's so funny. And what's the other one? He's the younger guy in Florida. Italian looking guy. Damn, I can't remember his name now. He's badass as a sheriff also. But there's several Florida sheriffs that are fire. They flat out tell you, yeah, spends all the money. But they'll flat out tell you, don't come to our county messing up. Our people will shoot you and shoot you a lot. But that's one good thing about Texas, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. You got sheriffs that are like, hey, do what you got to do. And then here in Georgia, we got the great Georgia State Patrol. Them jokers are ruthless. They'll chase you in the air, in the water, through the marsh, through the bushes. Yeah, they do. They take care of their people. Georgia State Patrol chase you on a four-wheeler, on a bicycle. They don't care. I watched them pit maneuver a bicycle. Like, how the hell you gonna pit a bicycle? Just roll by them, open the door, and knock them off. All right, fellas. I'm just gonna make the wife breakfast, so I'll catch y'all in a while. Stay strapped. Keep one and two. Always be aware of your surroundings, and always be blessed.